Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the 3-Day Workweeks podcast. I'm happy to be back. It's been a little bit. We put out an episode a couple weeks ago that we had queued up, but it's been a minute since I've been on here and talked to you guys. So I'm really excited to just do a little how you doing episode and talk a little bit about what's been going on, what we have coming up, all the fun things to help you get that 3-day work week. So let's dive in. Just a reminder, if you're just tuning in now, my name is Kate Waldo Jones, and I am an efficiency expert. I help business owners get back to being able to utilize the free time that they intended to create when you started your business, because you can create a business to have your own schedule and your free time and all those things, but you get rolling in your business, you get close to or past that 6-figure mark, and your to-do list just keeps getting longer and longer, and sometimes you get bogged down in the weeds and you are trying to get systems in place because you know that's what's going to help you get out of the weeds, but you get stuck and it can get frustrating and overwhelming and feel like Groundhog Day. That's where I come in, because I am all about figuring out how to do things in the most efficient way possible with still maintaining the integrity of the business, staying in alignment with you as a person, you as a business owner, making sure that you are at your highest and best so that you can serve your clients, your students, your customers at your highest and best, with making them feel loved, seen, appreciated, heard throughout the whole process. So that's my favorite thing to do. And I just wanted to say hi, and here we are. So it's been a little bit. Over the summer, over the spring, I was getting our Airbnb launched, and then during the summer, things were super crazy busy with that, which was amazing. And then I ended up getting sick with COVID, which is the first time that I got it, and I was down for a month, which was very frustrating, especially as someone that prides myself on productivity when it's good and productivity when it's not so healthy. So that's the part that I don't pride myself on, is just doing for the sake of doing. But it was very eye-opening, because I know everyone's experience with having that, whether you have or haven't, or someone in your family has been sick, it looks different for everybody, and how it manifests is different. And my case, I couldn't do anything. I was so tired. For the first couple weeks, I was actually sick, with the flu, and then I just had zero energy, zero stamina, literally couldn't even shower. The showering was the one thing I could do a day that would exhaust me. Couldn't even make my own food. Anyway, I'm not telling you this to complain. I'm just saying that it was a very eye-opening experience, because I couldn't even look at my phone. I couldn't do anything. So it was work-wise or personal, literally couldn't get off the couch. So it was a really interesting experience in seeing what was working well business-wise, what systems did we have in place that maintained the businesses, grew the business even while that was happening, and what needed some improvement. And that has led to where we are right now, which was really cool to see, especially my team stepping up and helping one another during that time when I couldn't do anything, literally couldn't even manage to be on a phone call, for them to step up, help each other, be there for one another. And it was also cool as a boss to be able to see what they have learned without me there to step in, because a lot of times it's easy for us to save the day when we don't need to, or we don't give our team the opportunity to even try to do it on their own to start with. That was very cool to see. And then there was a lot that I felt like didn't need to continue to happen. So things that, were the marketing aspect of the business, relying solely on me showing up every day on Instagram. I already had pulled away from that because that didn't really feel sustainable and it didn't really feel in alignment with me or how I wanted to. You can't teach people how to have 3-day work weeks and then have to, for the sake of the business, be on Instagram every day. And you can want to be, which is fine. Wanting to and being excited about showing up on social media, no matter what the platform, is a totally different ballgame than having to so that you can pay your bills. And we, depending on the business, Kate Waldo Co specifically, we've been working a lot on the foundational stuff to make sure that social media is not the only way that things come in, because I've proven it in my other businesses that you don't have to have social media be even really part of your strategy to have a 6-figure business. So some cool things have happened. We were recognized for the best home organizer company in Pensacola for 2022, which is a huge honor, and that was voted by the local community. That was really cool just to see that we can do this in multiple cities. So I have my professional organizing business. We now have 5 locations, and we've won best of in now multiple cities, which is really cool to see that happen. Not only time and time again, but to see it happen in different locations means the processes are repeatable. What I teach is repeatable, but it is also at a very high quality. So I think that's pretty cool to see. And also with the Airbnb, we just found out that we got superhost status. We earned that, which was really cool. If you're not familiar with that, it's based on metrics that you hit, like your cancellation rate, your response rate, how many bookings you have, and your reviews. And then if you earn Superhost, you get put into a special category where people can filter to just see Superhost status. You get some extra help on the back end from customer service. It's just a good feather in your cap. And I don't tell you guys all this stuff just to toot my own horn. It's more of reflecting on, okay, we have things that are really working well, and they are continuing a process that was put in place, like with the Airbnb on Autopilot course. Everything that is in that course is what we did, which is what led to the superhost status, which is really cool because that means it's repeatable. Other people have done the exact same thing and gotten the exact same result. And all in all, what I had a lot of reflection on over the last several months is I feel like Kate Waldo Co has ended up in a silo a little bit, and I really want to create more of a sense of community. I want to be really transparent with you guys about what I'm working on, what we're going through, what works, what doesn't work, and really just form better connections with you guys, because it is tough when you don't have those deep connections that are in alignment with you as a person who is pursuing your dream, your purpose in life. As a business owner, it is so unique it's just such a unique experience to be a 6-figure business owner. Like, to get to that point, you've got to have put in time, effort, energy, thought for a consistent period of time to get to and maintain that level of income. And it's just a different way of living than if you were to have it as a hobby, your job as a hobby or a side hustle, or if you were to have a traditional 9-to-5 or some other type of business where you're not your own boss. It's just so different. And being able to talk about things like your email funnel or what kind of lead gen is working well for you, or what your current strategy is for email campaigns or Pinterest marketing, whatever it is, I have a feeling you're probably like me, and there's not a lot of people that are local to you in your community that you feel like you could talk to about that and them actually, one, understand, and two, appreciate what you're talking about. Because even my boyfriend, I can talk to him about some really cool things that we're doing with Pinterest, but in the scheme of things, he's like, that's great, babe. I'm really happy for you. You sound really excited. But to truly understand what you're talking about that's a different story. So my goal is from here on out to really create a community of people who are working to be in alignment with yourself and who you are, and through that, your business reflects what you're doing, and you are able to be your true, authentic self without compromise and without feeling like you need to shrink yourself or explain yourself to people that don't understand and frankly don't really need to understand what you're doing. So if that resonates with you, I'd love to hear that. I know this won't resonate with everyone, but because there's different people who listen to this podcast or see this content, but if that does resonate with you, I would love to know, because I'm seeing all these different types of communities for different types of things. There's mom groups and there's, I don't know, Alcoholics Anonymous groups. There's all these different kinds of groups that you can be a part of, but I haven't really found a group that is in this particular niche of six-figure business, working to grow, but also really strongly care about having a holistic life where you're not compromising the life side of things in order to have the financial success. Because I see a lot of that is great. You can have $100,000 months, multi-million-dollar years, but at what expense? And we don't want to do that here. We don't. We want it all, and you can have it all. So that's where my mind is and where a lot of the content is going to be going forward, and I really want it to serve you so that it can help you in whatever way, if it's to inspire you or maybe bring up an idea that you're like, oh yeah, that's a different way of thinking about something, or just to know that this is even possible. That's been a big thing on my heart lately, is I want you to know that it's possible, that you can have both all. You can have it all at the same time. You can have a business that does well financially. You can have a business that satisfies you and excites you. You're so excited to wake up in the morning and go to work. And you can have a healthy lifestyle. You can have a family that you feel well connected with and present with. You can have friends and travel and do all of these things at the same time. We just need to be efficient about it. And we can create systems and all of that automation that helps keep it high touch, but so that people feel connected with you, but that you personally don't have to be all the things all the time to all the people in all the places, because that is exhausting and you can't maintain it possibly. So on that note, we are actually expanding our team. I have hired 2 new people on the Kate Waldo Co team specifically to help with all of the content creation and curation, because there's so much content that we have and it hasn't gotten into your hands. And that's my goal. That's what I want. I want you to be able to consume this content in the easiest way possible. What you're going to start seeing is we've done a little bit of a rebrand. You'll see new podcast cover art. Soon you will see over on social media that we'll be doing a little bit of a rebrand. But again, we've been working on foundational stuff. So on the back end, working on things to make sure that we can deliver not only our paid content, but our free content in a very comprehensive way, where you've got like a content hub that's easy for you to access, sort through, find what you need, find what you're interested in, and maybe find things that you didn't expect to find. we have this free quiz, which is the Health Check Your Business quiz, and all of the things that I talk about are going to be linked in the show notes. But that quiz is a really cool way to figure out where you're at with your business right now and how healthy it is, how prepared it is to scale. And that one's really fun. So take that quiz. I always love a good quiz. I don't know if y'all remember taking back in my day, the MySpace quizzes were really fun of what color is your aura or whatever. Love a good quiz. So that's why I thought I would make a quiz that was business related to get an idea, get a pulse on where your business is at. So that's something that we created for you. And we've got a lot of resources that you'll get through email from taking that quiz, which is really cool. And through growing the team too, we're doing 2 podcasts. We're going to be doing 2 podcasts a month because our focus is on consistency and making sure that from the content we create, you are able to get access to that content in a myriad of different ways that works for you and your whatever you've got going on. So if you don't listen to the podcast, but maybe you like to have a YouTube video on in the background, you can watch on YouTube. You want to read it as a blog, you're going to be able to do that. That's really cool. So we're going to have blog posts that go along with each episode. And what else? There's so many things. I'm probably forgetting some stuff. But yeah, as we grow the team too, something really cool that I found is utilizing some automation stuff like my payroll company, Gusto, has been so amazing to make it easier to have people on my team and the flexibility of, okay, we're working X hours this week. We need to do a big push to get a lot of projects done. And then the next month, maybe more of a consistent, certain set amount of hours. I use this payroll company called Gusto that they are so fantastic and it's so cheap to use. So you don't have to pay to set it up and you only get charged $6 a month per contractor that you use. You can also hire employees through the platform and they have a little bit of different pricing for that, but it's very reasonable. You don't get charged. You only get charged for the contractors that you pay. And if you sign up for that and run your first payroll, you'll get $100 off with the link that we have, or you'll get a $100 gift card. $100 gift card is always nice. But that has been such a time saver with all the different people that I manage. We've got at least 13, if not 15 people on payroll, and it really helps to have a streamlined system for that. Even when you just have one person, it makes it so much easier, so much cleaner. It also integrates with Bench Accounting, which is the bookkeeping, accounting, and tax prep service that I use. They're amazing. I'll link that too. We're going to do a whole podcast episode on that because y'all have been asking about how to make that easier. But Gusto, the payroll system, integrates with Bench, which makes it all so much easier and super streamlined. So all in all, everything that we're doing is to create better and more helpful content for you. I would love to know what you want to hear, what you're interested in, what topics you want to hear. We're going to be doing some partner campaigns with people that you'll see those coming up. Whatever I talk about, just so y'all know, the beauty of running my business in the way that I do is that I get to choose who I partner with, and I only partner with people who I use their services and I truly support what they do and how they do it. So that's all part of that big community thing. So if y'all are here for the community aspect, I'm brainstorming on things of how I want to make that happen, but let me know. Sound off in the comments if you're watching on YouTube or if you're seeing this tag me on Instagram. I don't know. probably the best way. That's why we need community, right? That's why we need the community, so we can talk to each other. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come. Thanks for hanging out today, and we'll catch you on the next episode.